What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Espresso, and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the supposed 10th specialist, Blackjack. Now, 2 days ago, we talked about Black Ops 3's newest edition in the form of a debunking video, but today we're going to be taking a look at everything that we know so far about it. So with that said, if you enjoy the video, drop a like down below, and if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And of course, firstly, I want to apologize because I sound really sick and these allergies are just killing me recently. So hopefully we're gonna make it through this video here today and the next couple of days, but nonetheless, that's the reasoning behind my messed up voice, if you will. But let's talk about specialists, because believe it or not, the 10th specialist is actually not the only one. There's theorized to come and is actually not even just in the game code by itself. For my tinfoil hat friends that are conspiracy theorists and love to look through all this kind of stuff, there actually were 7 other specialists in development here, such as those being an orphan with aim assist and a sniper for their ability and weapon, a no augmentation specialist which used magnetize, which would drop everybody's gun, and then it would have a railgun for a weapon, and then a water specialist with movement speed increased, as well as a water cannon. The water specialist actually made it into the game. So there are a bunch of other ones as well that were in conceptual phases, and some actually even made it over into the game code. But let's talk about this wild card, Blackjack. The idea was there from the beginning that we'd get a 10th specialist, both in the community's eyes as well as in the development standpoint. Obviously, development standpoint makes it a bit more obvious if there are characters created for the game and not added in. Sure, it's always better to overcreate and pick from the best, but why not throw in another one? Community speculation also was rampant as well because, well, 9 is just a really random number. Then the incursion of the multiplayer backstory comes into play, and there is an unknown character behind a series of simulations that makes up the Black Ops 3 multiplayer. So with that all said, it's just speculation. At least up until a little bit ago. We had no real evidence, and the only thing we had to go off of was some leaked word-of-mouth information. However, that would change with some data mining. This would then showcase some actual strings of code relating to the specialist. Previously, the fire was being fueled by a speculation with an Easter egg of the Warlord from Campaign being found underneath the map Splash, where you could glitch out in free camera mode in theater and see this guy literally under the map. It's just a random asset, a random model underneath the map of Splash. As well, there are various playing cards in the specialist showcase of the map Gauntlet. So it could have been just a tease, but that's where we were previously. But this data mined information, it listed strings of code, including the ability of this supposed specialist called Thief, with the string of code being weapon_gadget_thief, and it was described as when Blackjack kills an enemy whose specialist item is active, he gets their specialist item for himself. Now this fueled the fire a ton, because not only did it have a brand new description for a specialist ability, as well as being a part of the playable game that could come live at any point in time, it was handing out the specialist name, Blackjack. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Even more files were data mined, and these ones were direct audio files. They contained all specialist quotes in the game, and of them was Blackjack, whose voice was identical to the black market dealer, which, a little side note to knock out a little more info right now, the dealer is actually thought to be Danny Lee from Campaign, one of the 54 eye operatives who supposedly was killed, but in theory could have survived. But regardless, this wasn't anything faked in terms of the audio quotes. It had perfect quality FLAC audio files of conversations and audio quotes of in-game things that the specialist would say, both from the 10th specialist, Blackjack, and from others to him. So the interactions were intentionally coded into the game. Now, here's the twist here. The audio files are usually cool to publish because they're audio files that anybody can access in the game. It's just random occurrences. However, this one particular video that went live showcasing all of these quotes, including those of the 9 other specialists and Blackjack, well, it's been since removed and hit with a copyright strike from Activision. That stuff usually doesn't happen unless it's leaked information too early. So very interesting on that note, but shortly following after that, the rumor mill started back up again, and there were supposed images leaked of the 10th specialist and the supply drop theory that went along with it, that it would only be available in supply drops. Now, that has previously both been debunked here. It's not going to be coming in supply drops, but it did worry some people because, as we've seen, all the other micro DLC in Black Ops 3 has in fact come through supply drops. But fast forward a little bit more to recent time, and we have more information on how he's actually going to be obtained theoretically. We saw some awesome upgrades to the supply drop system with the introduction of contracts, offering weapon bribes, and more to come soon with daily, weekly, and special challenges. But in that update that offered the contracts, there was again some solid data mining that went down, in which it denoted that we could see the 10th specialist coming via contracts. A great way to be fair about something that would be wanted by absolutely everybody, You just need to grind out a contract. So strings of code included challenge underscore blackjack underscore near completion widget, MPUI underscore BM underscore contract underscore blackjack underscore contract, as well as MPUI underscore BM underscore contract underscore blackjack underscore contracts underscore description. So follow those if you can. But basically they're just outlining the completion of how far and close you are to completing the challenges for the specialist, as well as getting the contracts done, the descriptions of them, what you have to do, stuff like that. So these weren't the only ones, but there were more. It's just they all kind of point in the same direction. So with this, it also denoted that the items could possibly be timed, like the armor from Advanced Warfare for various kill challenges, letting this be something that's not too OP and something that not everybody could spam. So it's definitely a unique way of approaching it in my mind, but that brings us up to speed for as of today, right now. From the hints that we've seen, how it's being actively patrolled, it seems more likely to me than just a matter of when, not if. But that's really all up to you guys. So what do you guys think of this here? Do you think it's coming? Do you think it's stupid to add another specialist? Do you think we're going to be grinding this out for another one? What do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section down below. But nonetheless, that's where we're going to wrap it up here today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys liked the video, be sure to like, rating down below. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on that road to 40,000 subscribers. So every little bit does help and is, of course, greatly appreciated. But mine's been a cool espresso. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.